The truth the girls. Truth the girls.
Hi everyone. So what is going on with Hillary Clinton? Just when you think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. Hillary Clinton cancels event after bizarre eye movement. I have to point out that the picture that they used here is photoshopped, which is kind of obvious because one of the eyes is a lot smaller than the other. But the video below is real. And it shows that Hillary's eyes are going off in all different directions. Like one's up here and one's here, and her eyes have gone all googly. And as the person who made this video points out, it looks kind of like a lizard. What's causing this problem? Having your eyes go all googly is known as strabismus. This is a vision problem that it can be acquired after traumatic brain injury. So when I saw this, I thought, well, has something gotten worse? Is she having like ongoing brain injuries, deterioration? Here's a blog that seems to be chronicling Hillary's health problems and a lot of information about what's been going on with her eyes. And as they point out here, it's something that can be caused by Parkinson's disease. Although, remember, Hillary had a concussion a few years ago, and the strabismus was documented back in 2013. And also, it showed up in this interview she did with Diane Sawyer in 2014. Somebody made a video about that where you can see the part where her eyes go all googly, because I watched the entire interview with Diane Sawyer looking for the part where her eyes go all googly and I couldn't find it. So if you want to see it, you can just click on the other video. But the point being that Hillary's eyes have actually been googly for quite some time. It's just that it doesn't seem to happen all the time. But on the whole, though, she's having so many problems. You know, the debates are starting as of Monday. She's going up against Donald Trump. And I'm starting to wonder, you know, is she going to be up there doing the debate from a hospital bed with an oxygen tank and an IV pole? You know, how bad is this? And why is she running herself ragged? It seems like any normal person who was that unwell would wave the white flag, throw in the towel, and say, okay, you know, this is too much, I'm pulling out. And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, why is Hillary so determined to be president? And I can think of three possibilities. Number one, she really believes in her cause. She believes that she's the best candidate and she's going to do the best job, and she really wants to help America and maybe save America from Donald Trump. I mean, like, that would be the nicest possibility, right? She just thinks she's doing a good job. The second possibility is that she just has a really big ego and she wants to go down in history as the first woman president of the US, even if it kills her. Some of Colin Powell's emails were leaked not long ago, and he said a few things about Hillary, and he described her as greedy, among other things. And he said also that basically she was very resentful that she didn't win the last time. She was resentful against Obama. He describes her as a 70-year person with a long track record, unbridled ambition, greedy, not transformational. And I'm not going to say the part about what he said about her husband, because it's really kind of not relevant. That's their personal life, you know, what kind of relationship they have, whatever. But greedy, unbridled ambition. Maybe Hillary just has a really big ego and she's determined to get in the White House come hell or high water, even if she has to make her entrance in a wheelchair or whatever. But the other third possibility is that it's really not even up to Hillary, that Hillary is controlled by powers behind the scenes, that she is the front woman, but that she is being pushed to the front and pushed into the presidential office because it serves the purpose of people who are higher up than the office of any particular nation who would like to see this happen, such as perhaps the Bilderbergers, who, according to online rumors, had possibly chosen Hillary for 2016 long in advance. I wonder how much of it has to do with the fact that she's a woman, just purely the fact that she's a woman, as in, you know, America needs to have a female president. What is that, just like a PR stunt or what? Or is it really so much about Hillary herself that she's just very, very loyal to the globalist agenda, to the powers that be? Her family has a long track record of it, and they really just want her in there because they know that she's going to do their bidding. The other thing is, it could be George Soros. He said, apparently, I am God, I created everything, I control America and Hillary Clinton. Well, George, if you control Hillary Clinton, you're not doing a very good job controlling her eyeballs, because they've gone all googly. It doesn't look good. Apparently, he said this in a June 1993 interview with The Independent. It says, Soros, who is an atheist, said he saw himself as some kind of God, the creator of everything. I guess Hillary Clinton's not the only one with a big ego. He says, it is a sort of disease when you consider yourself some kind of God. Yes, I would say it is. A disease of the mind and the ego. The creator of everything, but I feel comfortable about it now since I began to live it out. Wow, I mean, that's that's just so nuts. I mean, this is the kind of powers that be that you have pulling the strings behind the scenes. People like this who think they're God. Doesn't bode well. So why is Hillary running? How bad is this neurological damage that she has? You know, she had a concussion. Her eyes have been googly for some time. She's got a lot of problems. And let's remember that she's kind of an old lady. Like, she's a granny. I mean, most people her age would be sitting somewhere, you know, making a quilt or watching TV, playing golf, something relaxing, making some muffins. And instead of doing that, she's like a pit bull who wants to take over the world. Well, no offense to pit bulls. You know what I mean? She just won't let go. I'm starting to be like a little bit worried about her. I mean, not that I support her as a politician, but I have some compassion for her as a human being, or even a lizard. I'm starting to be a kind of like a bit amazed at how she just keeps going, even though it's like the machinery is just falling apart. You know, the eyes are googling, the body is flopping, being pulled upstairs, and you know, just like springs are going to start coming out any day. And still, she's like marching on to the debate. It's quite phenomenal, really. I kind of suspect that the shadowy overlords behind her are like, now listen, Hillary, you know that you made a deal with us, and now you have to fulfill your task. You can't just back out now. You know, getting involved with the globalists is probably a bit like being involved with the Hells Angels. I mean, once you're in, you can't just pull out whenever you want. And plus, she probably has a big ego and wants to go down in history as the first female president of the United States. And I'm starting to think that no matter what happens, even if she gets up there for the debate and she just keels over backwards and her eyes like pop right out of her head and she starts flopping around and foam coming out of her mouth, they'll patch her up and she'll be back for the next debate. It's almost like supernatural at this point. Anyway, let me know what you think. And thanks for liking this video. Thanks for leaving me your comments. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all my subscribers. And yeah, thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.